Hi everyone, I am Carrie and I am back with another collective reading. This reading is What Major Change is Coming Your Way? So I just want to start out by saying thank you so much for watching this channel. I'm just appreciative of everyone who comes on here and watches any video that I create. The reason that I wanted to do this reading, What Major Change is Coming Your Way, is because we just had the new moon in Aries. We just had the eclipse. We just had Mercury retrograde start. And there's all this energy going around. And I've really been feeling the energy. Oh, and Taurus season just began. I'm really feeling the energy of change. And not just change, but like major changes. And so I wanted to come and do this reading, What Change is Coming Your Way? Because it feels like there's something happening rapidly. And I want to get and see what that energy is. So I did pick a card for this one because so many different things can be happening for each of us. And I wanted to pick 5 different scenarios. So 5 different cards for you to choose from. Actually piles. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. And just pick the pile that resonates most with you. And let's get started. Okay, pile 1. So the top card is going to be the energy of the change that's going to be occurring. So we'll turn that over first. We have the sun for you all. The sun is one of my favorite cards. It's just pure light energy. I mean, it's the sun. It's light. It's shining bright. This lady is sitting in this pool. Got lily pads all around. It looks like vibes. Look, there's a jellyfish not in the pool. It's just flying around. A little baby in a hammock. I don't know. It just looks like vibes going on. So really good energy is coming in for you. Let's look at some of the clarifying cards. First, we have Canary Spirit. Sing your own song. Then we have Heal the Ouch. And we have Gentle Gardener. It looks like light is right there. That'll be okay. So the change is coming your way is the sun. And it has sing your own, clarified by sing your own song, Canary Spirit, Heal the Ouch, and Gentle Gardener. All of these things are making me think of you being able to express yourself more. You feeling more comfortable expressing yourself. And so this change might not be like immediate. It might be it might not be immediate or rapid, but it might be more of a gradual change, because whenever it comes to us changing how we express ourselves, sometimes it just takes us time to find our way, like to figure out our way of expressing ourselves. And that's what I'm getting from Canary Spirit, Sing Your Own Song. I mean, even seeing this canary with this king hat on, it's like the things that are coming out of this canary's mouth or what the canary wants to come out of their mouth. They're not repeating things from other people. They're not, saying what other people have told them to say. They're not saying like memorized speech. This is like purely, hey, this is how I feel. This is my real pure energy. This is what's going on with me right now. I'm not, editing this for anybody, but this is my truth. And so this change is coming about because it seems like the ouch is being healed. So whatever it is that was keeping you from speaking your truth is being healed now. So maybe you just had some experiences lately that shown you that holding in your truth is no longer an option for you. It's not really something that you are choosing to do anymore. It's not doing you any good, so you might as well speak your truth. Looking at this Gentle Gardener card, I don't know if you can tell, but these are little, looks like fairies sitting on top of eggs. So it's like just giving me the energy of whatever your truth is very precious to you. And so maybe you've been protecting it and not necessarily spreading it out there for everybody to hear, see, know, because you don't want judgment or the backlash that comes with that, which is definitely understandable. But again, that's why I'm thinking of it, this being as more of a slow process, because it's not that we decide that we're going to just speak our truth and all the things that were stopping us from speaking our truth no longer are there. It's that we decide that we speak our truth and we find ways to deal with the things that stopped us from speaking our truth. So maybe it's a person that really oppressed us, or maybe it's a situation in which we don't feel comfortable speaking our truth because of the backlash. Instead of letting those things stop us, though, we find ways. We're like, okay, I'm going to get a second job, or I'm going to find another way to find income, or I'm going to have a backup plan, because if I speak my truth to my boss and let them know this, they could very well fire me. So I'm going to put a plan in place, and that's going to make me feel more comfortable. Or maybe I'm going to start slowly and just start slowly saying, to some people here at work how I feel. I'm going to work my way up to my boss, or the person that's in control at this time, my manager, or whoever it is that's causing this trouble. Maybe I'm going to test it out on my friends and see. It's like a slow process. It's a figuring out of how to do this thing. Let me have a few more clarifying cards that I'm going to look at. That's the Nine of Swords, New Love, and then this could be the one. Going here with this Nine of Swords, this person sitting up in bed with their head in their hands, like, this is very much the energy, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. This is too much. I'm overwhelmed. But it's all in the mind, right? So being overwhelmed, having anxiety, especially when you're all alone by yourself and you're not in a situation that's actually causing you anxiety in that moment, but you've taken it home and you're thinking about it. This can be the end of that, because this is the Nine of Swords. So this is very close to ending energy. So you're almost done with this mental thinking in your mind, worrying, anxiety, energy. You're almost done with that. You're finding a solution to it so that you're no longer having to sit up and have these late nights of worry. I got these two cards. This is from a romance deck, but I like to pull romance cards because they sometimes help me understand the world, just love in general, like the energy of love. So while these cards are talking about love or romance, I'm looking at them in a more general way. So you have new love, and this could be the one. It's interesting because maybe I was talking to you earlier about love and about speaking your truth, and how it takes time to understand like your own authentic voice and to get it out there. And so from these two cards, I am feeling like the change that's going to come from you speaking your truth is going to be a big positive change. Like maybe you've held yourself back from speaking your truth because you were afraid of something negative happening, but the reality is it's going to be positive. Maybe it'll be positive for you, or maybe you're going to cause a positive reaction in the situation. Whichever way it is, I just want to say the important thing here is for you to speak up. It's interesting to see the new love, and then you've already met the romantic partner you seek. This is actually making me think about the way that you think about yourself. It's like having a new appreciation for yourself and whatever it is that you had to go through to find your voice, or whatever that you went through before you found your voice, whatever made you lose your voice, or it's like seeing yourself in a new light, understanding all the things that you had to go through and appreciating yourself for what you've done and where you are now. It's kind of like a new perspective, shining the light on that. So maybe you were really negative about it before, but now you're like, you know what? Before I would have never gotten up and said anything. I would have let this continue. So having that new appreciation for yourself, able to love yourself differently, and I don't know, it's like kind of like being in union with yourself, like being in alignment with yourself. It's like, oh, I'm my own hero. I am the one who came through and saved the day. I'm the one who spoke up, when no one else did. I am the one. Okay, Pile 1, that is your message. And it's funny, this is a number 1 card. That is your message for what major change is coming. Moving on to Pile 2. Okay, pile two. This is your main card for what major change is coming your way. You got victory, number 28. It's a good sign. Got some clarifying cards here. First one, wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. And we have field of dreams. Then the world. What major change is coming your way is victory. So maybe you've been going through it. It says sometimes life stings, wasp spirit. So to have this one come out first is really making me think of, in order for us to be victorious, we gotta fight a battle. So you might have been fighting a battle, and what major change is coming is that you are going to win. Seeing Field of Dreams come up, there are these fairies that are protecting these eggs. It looks like this egg broke. Looks like this egg may have broken, but they are protecting these eggs. And when I see all these eggs and I see Field of Dreams, I'm really thinking about your dreams and you keeping them safe, but them also need to come out and be expressed. So one day these eggs are gonna hatch, just like this. I don't know what that is coming out of the egg, but they need to hatch. Your dreams need to be able to be released into reality. Looks like with those butterflies. That looks like a butterfly on top of it. And when I think of butterflies, I think of transformation. But it looks like you're going to be victorious after fighting this battle. And the battle is for your dreams to come true. So whatever it is that you desire, you are fighting for. Whenever I see the world pop up in a reading, I think of completion. I think of the end, but I also think of like a big door opening up to even more possibilities. So maybe it's kind of like a graduation. When you go to school, you learn all this stuff. When you're in school, you don't necessarily have a lot of options because you're still learning. But once you get out of school and you graduate, you have this degree, a whole bunch of different options open up. Not just in terms of work, but in terms of more freedom because you're not on this rigorous schedule. You're not so much under your parents' control, and you're really just out here in the world finding a way for yourself. And so that's what I see here in the world card. And then we have these two clarifying cards, passion and codependency. I like to look at these romance cards, even though they're romance, I like to look at them as just general love cards. They kind of help give me more information about the major change that's coming your way. So this doesn't necessarily have to do with love and romance in your life, but just the energy of love coming through. So we have passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and then codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So when I talked about the battle that you were going through, that you were victorious against, like this is the battle, and then you won. And now you're able to release your dreams and you have more possibilities out there in the world. This battle could have had something to do with codependency. And when I think of codependency, I think of, it says addictions here are affecting your romantic life. If we take the word romantic out, saying addictions are affecting your life. So when I think of codependency, I just think of like a pattern that we need to stop doing. So I think of people who, instead of dealing with their emotions, they go to do drugs or alcohol or have sex addictions. Instead of living a happier life or making different choices, you decide to do the same old things over again. It might not even be drugs or alcohol, but you might just decide to stay in the same situation again, even though it's making you sad. And so when I think of codependency, I think of these cycles that we can end if we want to, but we just stay in them because they make us comfortable. We know how that we can control these situations because we already know the outcome, because we've been around that rodeo multiple times already. We already know, if I do this, this is going to happen. Okay, they're going to do that, and then I'm going to do this, and then that's going to happen. So we already know the outcome of that. It gives us a sense of control. But instead of allowing this codependency to rule our life, we're more focused on our passions now. So if we break that cycle, we become victorious over that. We cannot focus on our passions, which leads us back to the field of dreams and hatching some of these eggs and allowing our passions to go out in the field or out in the world, not out in the field. So pile two, what I'm seeing for you, the major change is you have broken some kind of a cycle and you're getting ready to be victorious. To me, victorious is not, having this victory is not just one incident. You're not going to just, oh yay, I passed my test. Oh yay, I told this person off and I said no to this. Like, to me, this victory is about being victorious in general over this cycle. So anytime this codependent cycle pops up over and over again, you've already beat it. You already know the answer. You're like, I'm not going to get in that drama. That's not for me. I already know where that's going to lead to. Answer is no. I'm victorious over this. So next time it pops up, I'm not even going to participate. Next time they offer me this, I'm not going to take it. Next time I'm invited to go to this place where I already know it's going to be some mess, I'm not going. You know, like, you are victorious over this in general. It's not just a one-time incident. It's something major in your life that you are deciding, I'm not going to do that. I'm focusing that energy instead. I'm using my passion instead for my dreams. I'm focusing on that. And that is the energy or the major change that's coming your way, pile two. You're deciding to make this change. You're not going you're not going to go the same circle again. You're going to do something new. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile three. Okay, pile three. So this top card is going to be the energy of what major change is coming your way. Let's look at this. Woman holding a heart. When I look at this sometimes too, I think of the Empress or the Queen of Cups. Let's get some clarifying cards. We have Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. And follow the leader. It's number 40. This is interesting because to have this woman holding heart come out and then these three cards, it's always talking all about following your heart. This instance, the leader is your heart. Life is speeding up. I'm thinking about your heartbeat speeding up, like you're becoming more passionate about the things that you are working on, the things that you have in your life, things that you were doing. You're not just going out here. I mean, you might have things that you do regularly, you know, you got to clean your house, you got to cook some food, but there's other things that bring you passion and joy in your life. And so it's excitement. That saying that time flies when you're having fun, that's what this is reminding me of. You're having more fun because you're doing things that you're more passionate about, that your heart desires. And then dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. This is just you doing the things that you love. You're spending more time on them. You have chosen, the major change that has come into your life is that you've chosen to work more on the things that you love. And maybe even there was an opportunity that popped up that you've decided to take. Another clarifying card we have is the Five of Wands. Got lots of romance cards. So I like to use this romance deck because it reminds me of love. Just gives me that general energy of love in your life. It doesn't have to do with romantic love, but just love in general. So we have love yourself first, past life relationship, and then true love. So this is interesting. Five of Wands. Normally when I look at Five of Wands, it's people, they're supposed to be practicing how to fight. They're practicing, like getting ready for battle, and they're just practicing fighting, and they look like they're terrible at it. But what I'm seeing here is they're actually trying to build something, but they don't really know what they're doing. Like, there's not really a leader or an organizer here. They're trying to build something, but they're terrible. Whoever the leader is not leading. This guy is completely lost. This one is just like, no, do this, do that. This guy over here is trying to lead, but nobody's listening to him. You know, I'm seeing in these cards that maybe in the past you were trying to build something, but you didn't quite know how, because you didn't have, like, maybe you didn't have a purpose. You were just trying to do stuff, but you didn't necessarily have a purpose to it. But now seeing all these clarifying cards, love yourself, past life relationship, true love. This is all talking about this woman holding the heart card, and basically you following your heart now when it comes to the things that you're doing, the things that you're working on, the things that you have surrounding you. Even seeing this past life relationship, you have known each other before. If you believe in past lives, or if you, even this could be something that you've done before, like as a child. Whatever it is that you used to work on or do or enjoy as a child, this can be something that you're going back to, or you're incorporating more into your daily life. For example, me, I really love to read, but I stopped reading a lot because I would get lost in books and I wouldn't want to do anything else. And it wasn't very good for me when I was trying to study in school and stuff. But now that I'm an adult and I have more free time to myself, I'm getting back to my reading for fun and not just reading books or whatever. Textbooks, but I'm getting back to reading for fun. And that's something that brings me joy in my heart. So for you, there could be something that you've recently brought back into your life that brings you so much joy. You've decided, instead of putting other people first, you've decided to really focus on yourself and the things that you love, like the things that make your heart beat fast, the things that are fun for you and exciting for you, things that you just want to continue to do all the time. Basically working more on your hobbies and getting out there, maybe going out dancing, doing stuff that makes you happy. It says, true love, this is the romance of a lifetime, but it's really talking about you being in alignment with yourself. Because of course other people can love us and it's nice, but nobody can love you like you love you. Like nobody's gonna know, oh, right now I'm hungry. Oh, right now, actually, I got some extra energy to burn. I want to go dance, or I want to go work out. Like nobody's gonna know what you want to do in the moment like you know what you want to do in the moment, if that makes any sense. And so right now you are choosing to listen to your heart. You are choosing to move forward with your heart first, like heart-minded. Whereas before you may have just been doing stuff just to do it, but not necessarily having a goal or major purpose. Like sometimes when I think of having a purpose, I think of being in alignment with God. So maybe you weren't in alignment with God, which a lot of people see God as themselves. I certainly do. So to be in alignment with myself, my body, my emotions, the way I'm feeling, it gives me purpose. And so instead of all of my parts kind of working against themselves, I can be in harmony with myself and work together and truly be in true love, because we're organized. My mind, my body, my spirit, my heart, everything is all in alignment. So that's what major change is coming your way. Pile number 3, you have decided to follow your heart. And when I say follow your heart, you're decided to listen to yourself. Okay, that is your reading. Okay, pile number 4. So we've got a main card here that is going to give us the overall energy of what major change is coming your way. Let's start with this one. Strategy. Even looking at this card, it seems like you're sitting down making a plan. We got the scrolls, we got this pen. Looks like a compass here. Figuring out the direction. Oh, this looks like a watch or a compass. Maybe a compass. But it's like you're figuring out the direction. Maybe you're seeing how much it's going to cost. You're writing down the plan. Let's look at these clarifying cards that we have. Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. And then Education. Yeah, this is all in alignment with this strategy card. So this Cow Spirit energy is basically saying, what do you want? The miracles are endless, so pick one. Pick one to start with. Whichever thing that you want, you can have. There's no shortage of miracles here on this earth. So even if it's something abstract or something crazy like, you know, I would like to build a rocket and fly it. I can do that. No matter what it is, pick a goal and move towards it. This is the move towards it energy. Take a leap of faith. And in this instance, your leap of faith isn't necessarily going to be changing your life completely at the drop of a dime. The leap of faith is make a plan. If you believe that you can have it, if you believe that miracles are real, whatever it is that you want, you can have, right? So figure out your pathway to getting it. I don't necessarily believe that things instantaneously appear in front of us with the snap of a finger, but I do believe that we can work our way towards them. We can basically choose our pathway to getting them. And like having that solid plan and a definite purpose puts us on our pathway to getting that thing that we want. And then this education card popping up is all part of this same strategy. So if you want to build a rocket, then you're going to need some education to figure out how to build this rocket. First of all, if you're especially looking at this, it's like, okay, how big is the rocket going to be? How far do I want it to go? Do I want it to have passengers, or do I just want to build a little cute rocket that I can shoot off in my backyard? Making that plan. Okay, what kind of pieces do I need? Who do I need help from? What kind of engineers do I need to assist me in this? Where do I get my fuel from? Like, all of this is you doing that research, getting your education on how to make your dream come true, being very specific about it so that you can literally just write down a step-by-step plan, even if you don't have all the information, being like, all right, first I know I need to figure out how big I want my rocket to be. And although the last thing I need to do is figure out where I want to launch it from. Like, I just need to have this plan, and then I'm going to fill in the steps in between here. Okay, we got 2 more clarifying cards. 4 of Cups and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. So there is something that you want already. You already know what it is. Looking at this strategy card, I think the major change that's going to come into your life is you deciding to actually do that thing that you want. You're going to choose to do it. You're going to choose to believe that miracles are endless. And because miracles are endless and you can have whatever it is that you want, you are going to choose to put this strategy together because you are tired of this energy. You're tired of the same old, same old. This man is sitting here with his hands folded, his legs folded. He's looking off like, while he's being offered this cup. He's already drank these other 3 cups and it wasn't what he wanted. So he definitely does not want this 4th cup. He's like, no, I don't want this. I already had it before. I already know what it tastes like. It's not what I want. I know exactly what I want, but it's not this. It's not what you're giving me. So I'm going to have to go out and make it myself. Seeing chemistry is really giving me the energy of alchemy. So whatever it is that you desire out there in the world, you don't see it. That's why you're desiring it. And so you are choosing or deciding to make it yourself. Your major change is a decision that you're going to make. You're making a plan so that you can alchemize. Like, you're choosing to create this thing that you don't see out there, but it's like inside of you. It's in your heart. It's like, okay, I know it's possible for me to do. I know I can see it out there, but maybe I've been hesitant because of fears, or maybe I've been hesitant because I thought that these other people would give it to me, but I'm seeing that they obviously are not going to do that because these other people can only give me this same thing that they've been giving me. They're not giving me what I want. So I got to go make it myself. And yeah, your major change is that you are going to come up with a plan and strategy. You're going to do this thing on your own. That's the major change that's coming your way. You're making a decision and you are going to start at step 1. You believe that miracles are endless and you're going to take that leap of faith. Okay, that's your reading pile 4. Last but not least, pile 5. So this top card is going to be the energy of your, of what major change is coming your way. So let's take a look at that first. We've got hostilities. This guy's got his sword. He is ready to fight. He's got his armor. He's got his helmet. Not on, but it's there in case he needs it. He's ready. Looks like he's been working out too. Let's get the clarifying cards. We have Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. We've got Commitment in reverse. And then we have Dry Desert. This is interesting. What I'm getting from the energy of these cards is that you are choosing to fight. The major change that's coming your way is you are choosing to fight. And not in a bad way, not to, beat anyone up, but sometimes we can be complacent in our lives. We can just take what we have or take what we've been given to us and be satisfied with it. But in this instance, especially when it says see the bigger picture, you see the bigger picture. You understand that what you've been given is not, like, you're worth more than that. Even when you're thinking about a job and the salary that you're getting, it's like, no, this isn't, I'm worth more than this. So even if you're getting a job offer and you're deciding to turn it down, you're deciding to ask for more, you're deciding not to take this relationship or whatever it is, like, no, actually, I want more, and I'm choosing to fight for more. I'm choosing to ask for more. I'm choosing to stand up for myself, because I see that this thing that you're offering me, or this place that I am right now, it's a dry desert. It doesn't have what I want. It doesn't have what I desire. I am strong enough to fight for this. I am strong enough to hold out if I need to hold out. I'm going to do whatever it takes for me to get what it is that I deserve. You believe in your worthiness. Got 2 more clarifying cards. This is the 6 of Wands, and this is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I like to look at these romance cards. This is the romance deck. I like to look at these romance cards just in terms of love. So this is not necessarily anything to do with romance at all, but just the energy of love. I like to use that in that aspect. And so to see this card coming out, victory, this is the energy of victory. I mean, this is a parade that this woman is going through. Looks like a woman, might be a man, but I'm going to say it's a woman. She's on the back of a horse. She's got her victory wreath. She's got her wand up, like, yeah, I won. And then all of these people are cheering her on. And that's what I feel is going on in your life right now. You have made the decision that you weren't, I'm hearing that, we're not gonna take it. That song, like, no, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it anymore. So you are choosing to fight for something different, and you're ready. So you have your receipts. So if it's like you're asking for a raise in your job, you have your receipts. So like, look at, this is my track record. I show up all the time, on time. This is what I have innovated and brought to this company. Like, you have your receipts, you have your resume. It speaks for itself. Like, listen, this is me. Especially since I'm seeing finances and career. This is all about your career, and you're seeing that they're not giving you enough, or maybe not even that you're not getting enough money. Maybe you're having too many responsibilities. Maybe there's just something that's just out of balance in your career. Maybe that they got you working overtime, or even the position that you're in. It's like, listen, I can do so much more. Have you seen my resume? Do you see what I do? But you have me in the beginner's position. I need to be a manager. As a matter of fact, I'm so good, I should be the manager's manager. You got me messed up. That's the energy that I'm getting from this card. Like, you have seen this, especially when it says see the bigger picture. You see the value that you bring to this company, and the major change for you is you are deciding to fight back and say, hey, don't you understand the value that I bring to this company? If I were to leave, what would happen? If I were to leave and take everything with me, because now I'm giving more to you all than I'm actually getting back. This place now for me is a dry desert. It's not giving me anything. So maybe even you're seeing this commitment in reverse and dry desert. You may be leaving your position for something better. You may be choosing to do that. You may be choosing to put your resume out there and get more answers as to Like right now where I live, a lot of people, there's so many shortages in jobs. So it's very easy to find another job somewhere else. And so maybe that's what you're doing. And you're like, hey, look, I got 3 offers from these other people for this position. If you want to keep me, give me, like, hey, give me better or equal to what I can get elsewhere. But whatever it is that you're doing, you are going to be victorious in it. Just seeing this victory card pop up, like you see, not only are you prepared for this fight, but you know that you can win it because the receipts are there. Like you have the proof. Your work ethic speaks for itself. These people really don't know who you are. They got you messed up basically. And you are choosing to make that right. You're choosing to make it better, even though you may have had fears in the past of not getting, like being fired or something, like not being able to have a steady job. But you're understanding like, no, that fear is not valid. I am bringing more to this company than they're giving to me. And so it's time. It's time for a change to happen. Okay, good luck with that. I see that you are going to be successful in it. That is your reading. That's what major change is coming. You are choosing to fight for what you deserve. Okay, that's your reading, Pile 5.